Every year, the American College of Sports Medicine announces a list of the healthiest cities in America. Now, they come up with this list based on a variety of factors: smoking and obesity rates, parks and recreation exercise facilities, healthcare infrastructures, all these kinds of things, cultural habits. This year, Washington, D.C. came out on top of the list, the healthiest city in America to live in. It bumped from the top space Minneapolis, St. Paul, which had been there for many, many years. Apparently, cold is good for you. You'll be glad to know that Boston made the top 10. We came in at number 9, but we dropped from number 6. Must have sold too many cannolis at Mike's Pastry. I don't know. But here's the interesting thing about all of this. When people move to a healthy city, they get healthier. Just moving into the city, they get healthier over time. They lose weight, they eat better, they get sick less often, they live longer, and they feel better. When you move into a healthy city, over time you become a healthier person. And you know what? The same is true of churches. When you move into a healthy spiritual community, you begin to get healthy as well. Because true communities recognize the inseparable link between emotional health and spiritual maturity. We become more mature in Christ, and we become more whole as people. And Scazzero has seen that happen in his church over time as they have become a healthier place. He tells the story of a guy named Bill, an IT professional who moved into the community eager to be involved with a good church. Now, he had a career outside of the church. He was married with kids, but he was actively involved in the church from the get-go. He led teams. He was a Bible study teacher. But all the while, there were issues beneath the surface that Bill was not attending to. The rejection he felt all through childhood. The lack of any real friendship in his life. A marriage that had grown cold and distant. Looking back on it, he says, I was like an emotional black hole with emotional signals getting lost in my highly rational thinking. It wasn't until his wife told him that she didn't love him anymore that he finally began to wake up to these dimensions of his life and attend to them and get help with them, which he did. And over time, he became a healthier person. He became more transparent and open, sharing his weaknesses and his struggles. Instead of trying to fix people or problems, he came alongside people and ministered out of his weakness and out of his brokenness. Over time, he became such a humble, godly presence in the life of this church that other hurting people would look to Bill and say, if he can get healthy, then I can get healthy too. That's what happens when you move into a healthy community.